Apple devices, iOS devices, have increasingly become popular as the primary productivity tool for many enterprise knowledge workers. So as enterprise look to secure these devices, now that they've become productivity tools, we have to look into how do you ensure that iOS is safe. From an iOS perspective, most enterprise do not need to be concerned about malicious code being on the App Store. Apple do a spectacular job at establishing that there's no malware submitted to the App Store. They do comprehensive app testing, and what we believe enterprise need to be concerned about is understanding where applications have come from if they didn't come from the App Store, and understanding whether they're safe. What enterprise are doing, for example, is they create their own custom applications to help employees do their job. And this is great for enterprises adopting mobility. The way they do that is they develop the applications in-house or using third parties, and then in order to have them delivered to the device, they sign them with a thing called an enterprise provisioning profile. When those applications are signed with an enterprise provisioning profile, they can then run on any Apple device in exactly the same way that an app from the App Store runs on any Apple device. So the users get conditioned to accept enterprise applications coming from a different place than the App Store. That in turn makes them vulnerable to phishing attacks that would allow malicious actors to install applications the same way onto those devices. The other area that enterprise typically focus on from a security standpoint is whether the device is jailbroken. So jailbreaking is a method of essentially allowing free and unrestricted access to all of the operating system. So once a device is jailbroken, this represents a significant threat for enterprise because all of the security aspects of the operating system incorporated by Apple have effectively been removed or circumvented. Now, the challenge here is, for example, if enterprise use containerization as a method to defend their data, and those containers are sitting on devices that have been compromised, that have been jailbroken, it's unlikely that those containers are going to be effective. So it's critical that enterprise get visibility into devices that are potentially jailbroken before they get anywhere near the corporate network or connecting and accessing corporate data.